My name is Mad Skills, and you are now tuned into the Spark Something podcast. And right here, I want you guys to be the best version of yourself. I want you to live out the life that God is calling you to live out, because there'll never be another you. And no one else can do it the way that you can do it. Not with the flavor God has given you. So with that being said, welcome to the show. Let's go.
My name is Camille S. Daly, founder and CEO of CSD Creations, Creative Sublime Designs. What do you want your audience to know about your business at first glance? How we show up visually is impactful and is proven that consistent, cohesive, high-quality graphics leaves a mark in the minds of your customer. How do you want to make your customer feel? Branding is more than the visual standards, but also the overall experience your company provides. Together, we can dive in and ensure that we will achieve your all-encompassing branding goals. Services include logo creation, print media such as signage, brochures, flyers, digital media such as graphics for ads, social media, and simple animations, website building and management utilizing the Squarespace platform, and consulting for branding, strategizing, and customer experience. So what are you waiting for? Connect with me today at csdcreations.co.
Yo guys, what's going on? This is your girl Mad Skills. Welcome to another episode of the Spark Something podcast. Now, I am transparent with you guys a lot of the times. I'm transparent and I let you guys know when, I'm having a good day or when I'm not having a good day, when I'm going through some things and I'm working some stuff out or God is working some stuff out in me. I am transparent about it. But I want to encourage someone that has been listening and someone that feels as though they want to go for what God has given them to do and they want to start. I want to say, do not despise small beginnings. I want to tell you that if God is giving you something to do, then you should definitely go for it. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care how anybody feels. If God says, this is what I'm calling you to do, trust me, it's bigger and greater than anything you could imagine. It's bigger and greater than anything your family can imagine. It's bigger and greater than anybody you know of can imagine. Go for it. And I say this often. And I'm going to continue to say it until somebody, anybody, everybody sees that it's going to be greater for us to go for what God is calling us to do than for us to sit here and die without living up to our fullest purpose, not just potential, but living in purpose. Your purpose is greater than a job. Your purpose is greater than anyone that's ever said anything negative to you. Your purpose is so much greater, and so many people are looking for it. And I realize this, that so many people are expecting their purpose to make sense to the world. Like, okay, well, I'm going to do this. And it's like, no, just do what God is saying do, and I guarantee you'll be fine. You'll be better than fine. You'll be good. You'll be good all the time. But do that thing because God is giving you, not only has he said this, I'm going to say it like this. Not only has he given you this to do, or not only has he said like, yo, this is yours. He's also giving you the grace and the fortitude to be able to do it. He has trusted you with something that is given from him to you. Go for it, bro. Go for it. And don't despise small beginnings. I want you to start small, think big. If it's small, start there. Start wherever God is telling you to start. Just get started. A lot of the times, God wants us to start before having the full blueprint because He needs to know that He can trust us. Get started. Get started. Allow Him to allow everything else to unfold. But you got to start working first. Because if you start working, you got everything in detail. Okay, I know it's going at this time, this is going to be this. At this time, this is going to be that. At that time, this is going to be that. No, life does not work like that. It's cool to have a schedule. Don't get me wrong. Have a schedule. But also know that life is unpredictable sometimes. So I need you guys to not despise the small stuff. Don't worry about how little it is. Don't worry about your small business. Don't worry about, people saying something negative. Like, dude, just get started and don't allow the distractions from people and even the distractions that you've spoken to yourself to cancel out the actual blessing that's going to come. Like I want you guys to see it in your mind first. The way you talk about it, the way you see it, the way you approach it, it has to be major. It has to be big. It has to be greater than just this little thing that I'm working on. Like, no, no. People can talk about it however they want to talk about it, but how you talk about it is what breathes and brings life to it. How you see it is what breathes and brings life to a thing. So I need your approach to be different. I need you to be a little delusional. There was a TikTok video that I was talking about like a couple months ago about that. And then there was also, I talked about that TikTok video in an episode, but I need you to be a little bit delusional to other people. They can't see it, that's fine. You see it. I'm doing something. God is giving me something to do that's going to break generational curses. Yes. Well, what is it? It's between me and God. Like, I need you to not feel the need to tell everybody everything. Also, I need you to know when to be quiet and when to speak. And that's not me being rude or disrespectful. That's me telling you to protect what God has given you, to steward it well. Because everybody don't want to see you win. And everybody's not listening for inspiration. Some people are listening to see how they can, all right, okay, I see what you're doing over here. Let me see how close I can get. If I can get close, I can be, your right hand, or I can be this person, and maybe I can come along on this journey. You got to understand, everybody don't want to see you win, and everybody's not willing to put in the work to help you do it. God will bring the tribe, but I need you to stay focused on what He's calling you to do. And then you staying focused on what He's calling you to do, God knows He can trust you. And there will be more things that He gives for you to do. There will be people that will come alongside you and walk this journey out. But I need you not to despise small beginnings. Allow God to grow it. Allow God to grow it. Allow Him to walk with you on this journey. Go with Him. I know everybody's doing their own thing. There's other people out here trying to, get big or get rich off of certain stuff. None of that stuff matters. That's not your calling. That's not your purpose. That's not why you're here. You're here because God has called you to do something great. Do that thing. Do that thing and only that thing. Do your thing. The thing that only you can do. But I want you to walk this thing out, and I want you to have the mind that this is going to change my life. Have the mind that this is going to change the lives of other people around me. Have the mindset that this is going to break generational curses. This is going to allow the generations after me to find hope. This is going to allow some type of generational wealth to come into my people, like my family and stuff like that. Like, I want you to think on a different level, but you have to be the one to go there first. Nobody's going to force you to do that. We get so angry sometimes when we don't have support from the people that know us. Or we get so angry sometimes when we don't have, you know, people out here wanting to buy our stuff and they wanting to, take pictures with us and be like, oh, well, I do the same thing, but they're going to go over here and pay more money with this person. Listen, obviously those people aren't, they're going to support you in different areas, but you got to understand that sometimes when God gives you something that other people that know you can't see you doing, you just got to understand that those aren't your people for that specific thing. For that thing, they're not your people. They can be your family, they can be your friends, cool, but they may not support that thing. The thing that God has given you, it might not be for them, that audience. It may be for some other people. But that don't mean you quit. That don't mean you stop. That don't mean you don't keep going. You literally keep trucking. Allow God to lead. You follow. But don't have this expectation that, oh yeah, I'm getting started. God gave me this, so I know it's gonna be great. Listen, I don't have expectations about things that God has given me. And my thought process was that I didn't have to put too much work in. And I don't know who I was to think that, all right, it's all going to fall into place. It's going to be put together. No, no, but that's growing up, in a religion, thinking that, once you get saved and once God comes into your life and he's leading and, you can just sit back and chill. Nah, faith without works is dead. You still got stuff to do, baby. You still got stuff to do, sweetheart. You still got stuff to do. So I want you guys to stay focused. Stay focused. Do not be easily distracted. Like anything that's not actually pushing you towards your purpose or nothing that's actually like getting you to the goal, it's irrelevant. It's irrelevant and it's a distraction. It's irrelevant and it's a distraction. So anything that's not relevant to the goal, anything that's not relevant to what God said, it's a distraction. And it serves no purpose in your life but to distract you. But there are things that's gonna come that may be the complete opposite, but it's going to push you to the next level. You gotta understand the discernment between the two. I just want you guys to stay focused because it's a lot happening. It's a lot happening that people are unaware of. And there's going to come a time to where we need to stand up and just live out this life. Because the same mundane life over and over and over, like, I know you bored. I know you bored. I'm bored sometimes too. No. But I want you guys to like stay focused and do what God is calling you to do, because that right there is going to be what brings you, also going to bring you fulfillment in your life. So don't despise small beginnings. We don't have this conversation. I'm in my closet. I'm shooting an episode. I think I got like some dogs barking in the apartments down the hall across from me. Like I hear them. I'm hoping they're not coming up on the episode, but I hear them. And I just know that there's something more to life than just regular schmegular stuff. This the everyday rat race. Like the everyday matrix. There's something so much more. And once you decide to step outside of your comfort zone, and once you make the decision to step outside of just the regular schmegular box that you've placed yourself in, and you start doing other stuff, and I know it can be scary, and it's gonna be scary because it's new territory, and that's fine. But with the new territory, just know that there are other people out here in the world that are stepping into new territory too. You can't talk to everybody, but the one person that you can talk to is the person that led you out here. And you can be transparent with God. I'm transparent with him all the time. I don't got it all. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm a little confused, but I know that you called me out here And you have qualified me to stand firm on this thing, because I've disqualified myself on so many occasions. And the number one thing the enemy likes to do is a couple things he likes to do: steal, kill, destroy. I like to section that all together. And it's also when we get something that God has given us and it's taken longer than we expected, or it hasn't come in the form that we think it should come in, but it's the blessing that God said was ours, or it's what we've prayed for, and we don't enjoy it because we're so stuck on how the gift was wrapped. We're so stuck on how the gift was presented, how the blessing was presented, how it was wrapped. Like, we're so stuck on how it came to us or when it came to us that we don't understand that the blessing or the things that we used to cry to God about, the door has opened and He's blessed us with them. So I want you guys to look at it differently. It's all in your approach, how you look at this thing. I know it's small. I get it. But how do you see it? You can see it as what it is, but I want you to think of it as something that's going to grow, and something that's going to expand, and something that's going to do wonders. So your small thing, the new thing that you're starting, that you like, okay, I started this because whatever your why is now, I started this because of this. Now, I knew when I started it, like I wanted to do X, Y, and Z. I get it. Keep that thought process in mind. Don't waver from it, don't change it. And then go after what it is that you're supposed to be doing, because it's bigger than just right now. So I just wanted to encourage you guys and just say stay focused and motivated and keep going forward, because it's gonna happen. Like, the door is gonna open. You are a solution to a problem. Your life is the very solution to somebody's problem. Don't waste it. Your very breath, your being is the solution to a problem. You're not here on this earth by accident. You're not here because, oh, your mom and your dad got together and, they created you. No, that's not the only reason to why you're here. There's a purpose for your life. There's a reason to why you're still breathing. There's a reason to why you are listening to this podcast right now. You are a solution to a problem. And your purpose is solving that problem for the rest of your life. You got it. You got it. Trust me. You got it. God does not bring people here to this earth that still are like, oh, I'm missing something. Oh, I don't have this. Oh, I don't have. Like, no, you were completed before you were formed in your mother's womb. You were completed before you got here. Everything you need to be successful, everything you need to walk out this purpose, this calling that's on your life, is in you. Everything you need is in you already. You are already complete. You're complete already. Walk this thing out. Walk this thing out. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I'm so grateful, like I said again, for you guys just allowing me to speak into your lives. I'm praying that this episode has helped someone on their journey through walking out their purpose, or finding their purpose, or seeking their purpose. Whatever journey, whatever level of the journey you're on, I'm happy and proud of you for just being on it. If you are still looking, I'm proud of you for looking. Don't stop looking. Don't stop looking. Don't stop going after it. Go for it. with everything that you have in you. Keep pushing. I'm proud of you. I'm thankful that you did not quit today, that you did not give up today. I'm thankful that you are still here today. The world needs you. The world needs you. I'm speaking to, wow. I'm speaking to anyone that feels like quitting or giving up right now. Don't. Please. You are valuable. Your life is valuable. You are needed on this earth. What you have, the solution that you have to a problem is needed. That is why you are here. I don't care how old you are. I don't care how young you are. You are still breathing. You still have purpose. You were not just created to live, breathe, eat, poop, and work and die, pay bills and die. There's more than just that. Don't take this time that you have on this life, on this earth. Don't take this life that you have on this earth, this time that you have on this earth. Don't take it for granted. Don't take it for granted. I got some friends right now that are going through some weird phases in their life. I want to encourage you guys and say, please don't give up. If you are looking for some type of fulfillment on your job, if you're looking for some type of fulfillment in your family or a person, it might not always come in the form that you think it should come in. But one thing I will say is when you learn to pour into you, when you learn to seek God and understand who He's called you to be or what He thinks about you, you begin to spend your time differently, live your life differently. I know it may not look like what you think it should, but do not despise small beginnings. Start from where you are. Go out there and solve a problem. You got it, bro. You got it. And with all of that being said, I'm sorry for going on that rant at the end. But with all that being said, I felt like somebody needed it. Thank you guys one more time for lending me your ears. Thank you for allowing me to bless you. Thank you for walking this journey out with me. We in this together. I love y'all. I greatly appreciate you guys. Remember to go forth and, like one of my managers say, be free. You got it. This has been your girl Mad Skills. This has been another episode of the Spark Something podcast. And I hope this sparks some in your life. And I'm out. Peace, baby.